Hello everyone, it's March 29th. This is the day. This is the day. This is the day. And LeetCode decides to celebrate my day with scramble string. Oh problem, must have done this before. What the hell? Scramble a string to get a string t using the following algorithm. If the length of the string is 1, stop. If the length of the string is larger than 1, do the following. Split the string into 2 non-empty substrings at a random index. If the string is s, divide it to x and y such that this. Randomly decide to swap the 2 strings or to keep them in the same order. After this, we can either become this or this. Apply step 1 recursively on each of the 2 substrings. Given 2 strings of the same length, return true if S2 is a scrambled string of S1, otherwise return false. The length is 30. Okay, so with a lot more room, I think this probably will be 2 to the n, right? The 2 to the n. We can do 2 to the n complexity, which I think pretty much. So we want to see if S2 is a scramble versus 1. So we can say we'll scramble here, scramble here, scramble here, here. And for each one, we're gonna, so it's just gonna be a, what's this thing I'm thinking about? Memoization. Right? Well, if S2 is a scramble of S1, so from S1, we need to split, and then we split, or split, rotate, and then split and rotate. Random decisions not to swap. Random index and random decision. But of course, for us, we cannot do random, right? We have to go through all possibilities in order to check. So basically, it's a question of how to go through all possible. Well, I mean, we can say at this, right? We're gonna split here, split here, split here, split here. And we can split here. So for each given string, we can produce all of its possible scramble. And we just want to know if one of the scramble is S2. And as we're producing these random scrambles, we can use memorization, basically, because you can say you're passed with a string, and that string appears again, then you say, okay, I already done it, and the return value is going to be a set, right? Let's do that as a set, right? So we say, given this, I want to return a set of all possible scrambles. And we can do that, or we can just return true or false, right? So we're given this, we say we can scramble right here, right? We're going to left and the right, and the right will keep scrambling, we'll get a bunch of results. And yeah, we have to return a bunch of results because I need to know the result. Yeah, so maybe it'll be easier if we just scramble the entire thing and then we just see if it fits. And the DP part is just going to be the string that's passed to it, right? Wait, March has 31 days. right. Let's see. Okay, so helper s, we can return a set of str. Right? And then when you say if len s is equal to 1, return set s. Right? Otherwise, we can say for I in range len s len s. Right? Then we can say I, right? And I plus 1 to the end. So we will be helper s I plus 1 to the end. Right? And then we say for ss in res.add si, so pre p si, no, all the way to I plus 1, because it's the 0 is nothing, right? The I plus 1, and this is gonna say, let's call it q, so it'll be just p plus q. Right? And then blah blah, we're gonna return res, and we're gonna call helper on s1. So we're gonna say possibles equals this, return s2 as impossible. I guess actually do another check. True. Yeah, we can do another check beforehand. Let's check this one first. S1, S2 is scramble. S1, S2. Oh, damn. Oh, I didn't even do the. Great. That is great. Oh, we didn't even do the thing. Come on, man. Where's the swap? Right, we can choose the swap. So we should add this res.add q plus p. There we go. Now we have a bunch of things. But I'm surprised it's still not good. I missed something. mean, I can do this. Make it faster. Oh, I need to swap this one as well. Holy guacamole. Holy guacamole. Oh my god. For P in helper. Oh. Q. Holy moly. Of course, we'll do first thing, the counter. If counter s1 is not equal to counter s2, I'll return false. Right, we check this first. See if it... $30, right? One, two, three, four, five. Oh. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 26. 27, 28, 29, 30. See how long it's gonna take. Oh, that's astronomical. You gotta be smarter. This is not gonna work, man. Okay, memory. Lord. Okay, it's gonna work, but it's gonna time out. It's gonna memory out, so no. Think about it. So this R is go to the front, right? Which means the first split, we can happen here. And then we put R in the front. That's possible. Or we can split here, that's possible. Because we can just move R and go to the front. Or we can split here as what it does. Then, yeah, as long as R is in the left half, right? Any split that can put R in the left half, that's possible. So based on the first this, we can decide, we can reduce the search space, right? So let's say if it's T in here, then none of these will work. It has to, the first split has to be here, right? We're reducing the search space. That was good. That's good. But what if we have duplicate letters? Oh, duplicate letters. Then you consider every single one of them duplicate letters, right? But in that case, we just need to put A to the left. Like in this case, any of these will work. Damn. What else can you think about? Maybe the question is, which one is not possible? Maybe that would be easier to do. Let's see this one. Why is this one not possible? Okay, C is here, so we know we have to put C. Oh, it doesn't matter because he can swap. Nah, that's not. Okay, what's the characteristics? Right, you have right? If you split and you go this way, and just split, then we're asking, is this possible to go from here? Can we say any letter that still follow the previous order, then they are not split? We follow the previous order. Is this follow the previous order? If we split at a certain thing, and then we swap, okay? I mean, we can split again and swap back, but it's as if we haven't swapped, because if we go for because we do a swap, so these two are separate, right? And then hold up, like, so let's say this and this, okay? We split and then we swapped, so they're on both ends, and then we split and swapped. Hold up, something A, B, something split. If we don't swap, then it's just the same, right? So we don't have to consider don't swap, it's always swap, because if it doesn't swap, it's just the same thing, right? It's just the same thing. So we say we split. Yeah. We split if we don't swap. We swapped, and we split and swap, right? So if the two originally are together and they're still together, it's only chances they do not. You have not split them, because they can split, swap, you swap them back, it's like nothing happens. If you split, and if you keep splitting, and if on the other side it doesn't split, then they will just drift apart, right? They will drift apart. So I think, yes, if the two, if it follow the original, that means there's no split in there. There's no split in there. In that case, like for here, we can compare the two and see if we have any large chunk that stay the same. How do you get that? Oh, we can search through. We see a large chunk of it stay the same. That means they are not. So in this case, A, B, C, D, E, A, B, none of them stay the same. But still, how do you... Well, we have C on this side. Okay. CA on the same side. Wait. How is this not possible? A, B, C, D. Oh, it's split here. And here you say C, O, and D, and then these two cannot cross anymore. They lost contact. So I can do a split, right? Once I split, we see if it's possible. So we cannot split on A. I mean, we can split on A, that's fine, but then A has to be on either end. Well, A is not on either end, so that's not possible. We can split AB, right? If we split on AB, then on one side must be AB, right? But this is not possible. We can split ABC. Then one side has to be ABC. Maybe. So once you do a split, right? Then either on this side or this side has to equal. If it doesn't equal, then it's no good. So, interesting. So what we can do is we split on one, right? And then we search here, front and back. If it's good, then we recursively. So maybe I don't even need this. So what do we need? We need indices, right? Indices low and high, right? So we need a low and a high. And when they return, so we have a low, high, and then return a boolean value, right? And when I return, if it match, right? I think I can just return helper 0 and len is 1 minus 1. Let's call it n minus 1. Right? It's fine. Okay, so low to high. Do we match to S2 from? Well, S2 is not low to high, right? We don't really match. low to high. We do match low to high, but we match on the edges, right? So we want to do this. No. So the low will be 0. Let's just say from 0 to this, right? Does it match? Does it have a full match with that? If it does, we look into this thing specifically. And the low to this, does it have a full match? Low to this doesn't have a full match. So yeah, so it's just this. Does it have a full match in this specific chunk? Right, the specific chunk. Does it have a full match? So we want to say is if, right, counter S1 low to high is equal to counter S2 low to high. If these two are a full match, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. No. We have to go one by one, right? So it's in this and this, or here, do they match? They don't match. If they don't match here, they don't match here, then it's no-go, right? And then we say, is this and this, do they match? 2, do they match? 3, do they match? 4, do they match? All the way to the end. So we say, given this range, do we match this range? Not necessarily this range, just given this range. You can either match, because I always go from start, from low to a certain point, right? So this either matches the front or match the back. So before, and we just say if low is equal to, if low plus 1 is equal to high. No, if low is equal to high, we shall return S1 low equal to S2 high. Right, if we're looking at just 1, and then that 1 must match. Does that make sense? Not really. I think we have low 1, high 1, and low 2, high 2. And we say if low 1 equals high 1 and low 2 equal to high 2, then we return low 1 and low 2. Done. Otherwise, we have just 2 ranges. And then we say for I in range from low 1 to high 1. So we're going to go this. We have to include high 1. So plus 1. Let me think. Low this, right? I would say this. If I want to do this, then either this and this is the same, or this and this is the same, right? think again. So in here, I will say, I will do A, no match, then boom, done. I think as long as one of them match, then we can, yeah, as long as one of them has a match. Can we just call it? Oh, in here, G doesn't match. GR, we match. Oh, we have to keep going. GR match. GRE match. GREA match. Right? Let me think. Maybe we don't have to match all of them, we just need to match the first one. Yeah, because if we match, then the rest will be matched for the remainder. If we have further matches, I just consider all of them. Further matches we'll consider as well. Okay, so given a range, we want to see if this and this is a scramble of this. We will go first, right? Take this all the way into this. So low and high, low to high. I don't take high, I take the one before high, right? Okay, then what? Then I can say, C1 equals counter, C2 left to right, C2 right to left. They're all counters. Okay. So for I is in this, so when I take the first one, so C1 S1 I plus equal 1, okay, and then C2 LR S2 I, no, low 2 plus I, no, low 1 minus I plus equal 1. C2 right to left is S2 high 1 minus low 1 plus I. Right, is high 1 minus low 1 minus I. The 1 minus 1 is 0. So we take high 1, right? Then we say if C1 is equal to C2 left to right. Okay, so this and this is the same. Then what we shall do is to run helper. This and this and this and this, right? So helper, there'll be low one. Because up until I. So low one I, low 2 and then low 2 plus low 1 minus I. Right? It's that. And let's also put right? So we should say, I don't know, rest shall equal to false. At least one of them is true. Right? That would be true. So should be this and, because we need this to match and a right also to match. So helper. On the right, what's on the right side? On the right side is, well, I plus 1 to high 1. Oh, let's just call L1 H1. Lordy. Right? So low to high. And on the other side, because it's I to the end, and there will be low 2 plus L1 minus I plus 1 all the way to high 2. Right, if this rest shall equal to, shall be or equal to this, right? If C1 is equal to C2 right to left, rest will be all equal to something and something, right? So what's this one? Helper. Okay, so what's the right to left? So left to right is so L1 and I, right? So here is the same helper I plus 1 and high 1. That's the same. Now here is going to be slightly complicated. So this is going to be, this will be matched to the right side, right? And that's going to be high 1, high 1, no, high 1, high 2. High is low 1. High 2, right? High 2 minus L1 plus I is however many is this all the way to high 2. And this is going to be low 2 all the way to high 2 minus L1 plus I minus 1. Right? If this match and this match, and then we do this, right? If they don't match, then we don't do it. So we go through this. Then we go back up, right? Try one more, go back up, and at the end, we can return rest to see if it's possible to make it. And if it's not possible, that's going to be false. So eventually we're going to return this. You want to try this? Oh. Also 0 and then minus 1. Ooh, out of range. Alright, what happened? Out of range. Oh, I minus L1. Oh. Okay, hold on. So all the L1 minus I interchange to I minus L1. All the L1 plus I interchange into I plus L1. Okay. How about this one? Ooh, this one looked promising. Give it a run. Oh my god. Oh yes. Oh yes. No. Screenshot it, baby. Screenshot it. Oh my. That's the thing. Oh. That was back when I was still using Java. 2019. That's more than 3 years ago. I started, couldn't solve it. Yeah, pretty clear I wasn't able to solve it. I think that was maybe during a meeting. And then probably check the solution. And then have a compile error. And then eventually we have on this. Oh my god. If they contain different letters, they cannot match. Otherwise is scramble. Yeah. It's directly use substring to do this. Okay, so anyway, so let's celebrate this first. 87. This is the 1000th day. All right, so for this one, we use helper function to check whether S1 L1 to H1 plus 1 and S2 L2 to H2 plus 1, whether this is a scramble, right? Is a scramble of this. To make the comparison, right? To make the check, right? To make the check, we get the first, right? We get S1 L1 to L1 plus K and compare it to S2 L2 to L2 plus K, or S2 H2 minus K to H2 plus 1. Right? H2 plus 1 minus K. If either one matches, right, in terms of, if they match in terms of counter of the string, components, right, components of the letters, we know that is a correct, that might be, we know that might be a correct partition. We continue down that path. If no match, we terminate. Right, we terminate that path. I think it shall be and each one I have to split, and I do this and this. I think is 2 to the n, but definitely use solution 1, solution 2. This was the solution I submitted last time, more than 3 years ago, most likely from the solution, official solution. So instead of playing with indices, we can use substring, right, directly in the substring directly in the recursion. Right, now we always put this one first. If this return false, okay. Otherwise, for k in range 1 to len S1 minus 1. Then we say is scramble S1 to K S2 to K and is self-dotted scramble S1 K to the n S2 K to the n. Right? Or how can I just say if this or this, if it's true, then we return true. Otherwise, we return false. And let's put area cache as well. You think we should really do area cache? I think it's not necessary. So otherwise, can we do like this? Put it outside? I don't know. Self dot is scramble this, and self dot is scramble this. What's this? S1 something. Still 2k. But it's S2 minus k. S1 k to the end. S2 2 minus k. Nope. Because we don't have, and if s and if s1 is equal to s2, return true. Almost. Right, s1 to k, s1 to k. Answer is true. Or to k, s2 to minus k. Minus 1 minus 2 minus 3. And then k to the end. I think it's minus 1. Nope. Lord. Yeah, because we're swapping. Let me think. We're almost there. No, I think it's 2 minus k. Not sure why it's not working, so let's take a look. Okay, gr. gr. What happened to REAT? There's no REAT. Oh, because REAT and the GEAT. That is not possible. Okay, so GR, we do the GR. And this is false. And then we do GT. Alright, we do G and T. And then this and this is false. Then we do GR. Okay, GR or G. GRRG. That should be right, but EAT and EAT, that should be true. Right? What happened to GG and RR? Because I say 1 to less. I was being stupid. That makes sense. Well, it's not the most elegant way of writing this, but alright, we need to make it more elegant. Right, and then we can do now. I think this is not necessary. This is not necessary. We can do this. If this or this. Yep, that looks better. Oh. Holy crap. We need to memorize, huh? Yeah. Need to memorize it. Oh. That's the stuff. That is the stuff. And don't forget to memorize it. I still think that's 2 to the n. Just a feeling. Don't have a good proof. But if you look at this, it's just all possible. Right? All possible combinations. And how many combinations do we have to split into 2? And each one we can further split into 2. It's n to the 4. That's not how it's supposed to be. It's n to the 4. Oh, it's bottom up. So it's easier to consider n to the 4. It's not 2 to the n, it's n to the 4. I don't know. I guess it's n to the 4 then. I mean, this one might be 2 to the n actually. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's just not do it. I don't know. What's the complexity of this? I mean, that's O(n), right? And then that's O(n), O(n). So these are all O(n). So each recursion is O(n). How many recursions are there? Basically just means how many different substrings are there? The total number of substrings. The total number of substrings is O(n) squared. right? Because you have n plus n minus 1 plus n minus 2, otherwise you have n squared. So for this n squared, O n to the fourth. It's O n to the fourth because there are n squared number of substrings in S1 and S2. We cross each pair of them, which results in n to the fourth total possible pairings during recursion. I do not like this. Don't like bottom up. I like top down. Yeah, I think that's what I saw. Okay, so that'll be it. 1000. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Adios.